What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I would like to welcome you to my podcast, The House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about root work, conjure, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you for tapping in. And if you are an OG, I appreciate y'all so much for continuing to engage and support the House of Cush podcast. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You never know who it can help. And today we are going to be tapping into Tuesday's Cush Almanac and getting in touch with what's going on astrologically today, because it is what we would call the 1111 portal. And we'll look into the daily horoscopes as well as a tribe reading to see what energy we need to be focusing in on today. Now, these messages are always general, so take it where it resonates. If you guys are looking for a private reading or any private workings, any spell work, make sure you click that link in my bio. I do have availability today for workings, okay? But yeah, let's get into it. It is Tuesday, and Tuesday is ruled by Mars. Now, on a day like Tuesday, you would find yourself tapping into activating protective things around your home, cleansing. You might want to focus on doing some sort of egg cleanse or a cleansing bath later to remove any stagnancy or, negative energy around you. Today is a day that you would find people practicing what we call baneful magic, which would be hexing, cursing, or jinxing. And, today could be feeling quite an aggressive energy, but it's also good if you've got a little, you got that dog in you and you are ambitious. And today, if you are into the spicy teens, today is a good day to tap into sexual potency and lust workings as well. Okay, y'all? So, yeah, Tuesday got that action, baby. Tuesday got that action. Now, I did mention to you guys that today was an 11/11 portal, and with the moon waning in Leo, it is very good today to focus in on releasing any attachments surrounding your ego and things that maybe didn't work out in the past. This is a good time to upgrade your foundation. This is a good time to step back into your sovereignty. Now, the 1111 portal is not about manifesting or attracting work. And you know what I believe in terms of the finesse of working with the planets as well as the moon in itself, right? So instead of being like, okay, what can I manifest? We need to focus on what we are releasing and what we are reclaiming, okay? You're letting go of things that drain you. You're reclaiming your value, your name, your boundaries. You're rebuilding energetic foundations so that your next expansion stands unshakable. Okay, now I am going to put up a guide on Patreon, so if y'all want to join my Patreon, I will be putting up some information and some guides for y'all today. Okay, we do workings at night. Okay, we don't, unless it's an emergency, we try to make sure we do workings at night. So I'm gonna try to get this to y'all before sundown, so you know what you need to kind of step into that. But yeah, this is not about like attraction work. No, you need to release, claim your sovereignty, and re-architect, like re-establish your energetic field. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, so yeah, let's see. That fire energy, baby. Let's see what these transits are doing before we get into the horoscopes. So we're retrograding, and it looks like Jupiter is stationing soon. Ooh, they at 25 degrees and 29 degrees. At some point, I am going to do a informational about degrees, because in astrology, degrees do matter in terms of the energy surrounding certain transits. We're going to tap into that, but this is very potent energy, power energy, lots of ending energy too. Look at it. Okay. I know y'all like, what? Okay. I'm also looking at this on astro-seek.com. So make sure y'all tap into that so you can take a look and see how the transits are affecting your local area or time zone. Okay. But yeah, so Mercury is retrograding in Sagittarius. Jupiter is stationing in Cancer. So it's about to get ready to station direct. And we've been in, wait a minute. Hold up. We're stationing. My bad, let me back the line up. Saturn is retrograding in Pisces. Uranus is retrograding in Taurus. And Neptune is retrograding in Pisces as well. Now, the nodes are also retrograding in Pisces, and Chiron is retrograding in Aries. So a lot of illusions and delusions are being brought up to snuff. And when I say brought up to snuff, I mean like this is a time for you to face the realization of what is happening around you, and not in an effort of giving up, but in an effort to see where you'll be able to rework certain things. Let me just look at this almanac for today, because I'm trying to see what Jupiter got going on, baby, especially with it being in Cancer in the home. Okay. Jupiter, what's going on, Jupe? Big Jupe. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, it's stationing because it's getting ready to go retrograde. I was like, okay. It on the almanac, on the Cush Almanac, it is going retrograde today. So a lot of things surrounding the home, a lot of family issues will be being up for review, up to see if this is what you really want. That's how I look at it. Ooh, today is a very interesting day. Let me look at these other transits, you guys. Know exactly what time it's supposed to go retrograde, but it is going retrograde today. Lots of changes happening. Okay, so I'm seeing here that it's at 0 degrees. Jupiter in Cancer is trining Saturn in Pisces at 0 degrees, and Uranus in Taurus is sextile Neptune in Pisces at 0 degrees as well. And Lilith in Scorpio is trining both Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in Pisces at 0 degrees. So I just feel like we're facing a lot. You will see a lot of exposure happening, a lot of people telling their stories, a lot of people questioning, what it is they feel surrounding their communities and their families. Like, we have been in this energy quite potently for some weeks, and it's like spirit is almost, the universal astrology is like piling that shit on. I'm not even finna hold you, but there is a significant amount of things that are shifting, and these planets are specifically Jupiter in Cancer is working with Saturn in Pisces as well, so that you can see those transformations happening, putting you through this rebirth spiritually, examining like why it is you're doing what you're doing. A lot of illusions are shifting surrounding the things we place stock into, value surrounding your work. But this is sextile, so this is a blessing. It's not to hurt you. These illusions are being lifted so that you can, like I said, make the necessary changes and choices that benefit you, not necessarily just being under the illusion of like some BS, right? Oh, this is only working because this is where you were comfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable almost, right? Shadow work, home, family, shadow work, behind you doing the work to get to your dreams, to get to what you want. Ooh, baby. Baby, what type of shift? OMG. Let's get into these horoscopes today, y'all. Any guidance and root work tips are going to be under the Tribe Talk tier. You'll see it, daily horoscopes. Whew. Yes, lots of introspective work. You ain't never lied. So the moon in Leo is like you're spotlighting, but this waning phase is asking you to release again what no longer serves you. You are, rather than chasing, this is like chasing what's new and fresh. It's showing you things about yourself. Your presence is potent, and let it reflect with authenticity, not performance. You ain't gonna be able to perform anyway. Now, Aries, with the Leo moon in your fifth house of self-expression and joy, you're magnetized. But the waning vibe is reminding you what you show matters less than what you are. Taurus, the Leo moon travels through your fourth house of home and roots. You're called to honor your foundation before launching your future. Gemini, the Leo moon lights your third house of communication. You're seen, heard, and felt. But the waning phase is asking for refinement, not exaggeration. Cancer, with the Leo moon hitting your second house of value and self-worth, you're redefining how you price your energy. Leo, the moon returns to your sign, but the waning energy is reminding you the spotlight fades when your soul is empty. Depth gives your shine staying power. Virgo, the Leo moon activates your 12th house, the backstage of your psyche. Release hidden scripts so your visible story is unscripted and authentic. Libra, the Leo moon shines through your 11th house of vision and allies. You're ready to connect deeply, but only as your full self. Scorpio, the Leo moon passes through your 10th house of career and recognition. What you healed is now your platform. Sagittarius, the Leo moon is traveling through your 9th house of purpose and expansion. Your message wants to go wide, but your manner must be refined. Capricorn, the Leo moon moves through your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. Intimacy, debt, power dynamics, all are under repair and release. Aquarius, the Leo moon enters your 7th house of partnerships. Presence replaces performance. Relationships thrive when you. Confirmation, Aquarius, not a version that's forced for approval. And finally, Pisces, your 6th house of routine and wellness is under the Leo's moonlight. Joy is the new protocol. Discipline is the new rule. Okay? Again, 11:01 on the timestamp here. If you guys want to look at the guidance and root work, make sure y'all tap in on Patreon and get a look at that. Okay? But yeah, let's get into these readings today. I want to do some content, get some things done for you guys. Let's get into it. But yeah, I just feel like it's almost like, how bad do you want it, you know? How bad do you really want what you say you want? I'm being called to do a lot of work. And at the end of the month, I don't have the exact date, y'all, my bad, in front of me. I have to look at the almanac. But Saturn is going to go direct, and it is going to be a little bit of relief. A little bit of relief, baby. The universe is making sure you get the fucking point, is what I'm hearing. Like, do you get it? Do you get it? And we all have our moments, so here goes nothing. We all have our moments, okay? But let's open these roads, guys. Thank you so much, spirits, for opening the roads on behalf of the tribe. Thank you so much for covering and protecting me as I go on this journey. Thank you so much for the gift. You know I don't abuse the gift. I honor it. I appreciate it. I love it. I respect it. What guidance do you have for us today with the 11:11 portal? What guidance do you have for us today? Okay. Let's see. Now you gotta knock. That's rude. It's rude to walk in somebody's house without knocking. So 2 of Coins in the upright, 2 of Pentacles for the traditional deck. Present, Aquarius, the Star card. We got the grandchildren here collectively. We've got the Father of Sticks in the upright, near future. We've got the Father of Coins. So we got the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Overall today, we've got the 10 of Knives in the reverse. So, somebody's taking responsibility for something from the past, or you're being encouraged to take responsibility for something from the past. And this is an effort for you to realize that you are being, pushed into being this leader, pushed into following your vision. Now, this will take discipline, but I see it in the upright. But you've got some betrayals, some enemies from your past. So I want to see what this 10 of Knives is, because somebody is standing. I just heard standing on business. Somebody's standing on business. Somebody believes they standing on business, or they see you standing on business. That's what that is. 10 of Knives in the reverse. So somebody doesn't want you to believe that this is a betrayal. So maybe you didn't see this as a betrayal up until now, and you're being advised to make peace with a situation so that you can step into your Empress power. Okay, 6 months, Aries. Ooh, what is? Oh, that's an exact time stamp. Let me see. Get ready to take notes, y'all. Hold on. What it is? This is November, December, January, February, March, April. Ooh, that's exactly 6 months. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so I got the 10 of Knives in reverse to the 6 of Baskets in the upright to the Aries, the big queen. The sooner you make peace with this situation, the sooner you gonna get to this Empress energy. Is also what I'm hearing. Yeah, make peace with this end of a cycle. Make peace with this negative thinking. Make peace with this. Like, let that shit go. You will get there. 6 months. Somebody need to write that down. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So, 2 of Coins. Yep. So the way you get to this, right, is taking time to take responsibility for the decisions that were made within these relationships and partnerships, and realizing that these were not opportunities. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody didn't want to give you the opportunity to take some sort of leap of faith, okay? Or maybe you didn't give yourself, or you don't feel like you got the opportunity to take a leap of faith. But this Mother of Sticks in the reverse, this is a kind of, somebody fears moving on, taking their dreams into account. We've got Cancer here. Cancer season could be significant. Yeah. Release control of the outcome. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you can't control these. So maybe someone feels like you're not listening and they're trying to help you. Yeah, so you lift these loads by releasing control. Stop listening to outside energy. And it's time to get disciplined. It's time to get disciplined and focused. Like, they're saying, I can help you get to this 9 of Pentacles. I can help you get here. But you won't listen. Maybe in the past you didn't listen. And you didn't realize this is not about control. You need to keep moving and step out of fear. Step out of this fear energy here. Take the leap of faith, even though you don't feel as though, you have what you need. If you make this decision, everything will fall into place. Ooh, I like that message. Now, that's past energy, y'all. So, Aquarius, You may feel or believe that you're not being taken care of. Mother of Coins, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But there's a secret that's coming out. Cancer also could be significant, as well as a father figure. Yeah. Yeah. It's coming out that somebody's trying to, it could be involving a job or some sort of business energy, because I got the Three of Pentacles, Three of Coins in the upright. So someone could be collaborating here to expose a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe that's what they're trying to get you to realize, that these people are working together to uncover some sort of secret. What is these spirit? So they're taking action. Three of Sticks, 3 days. In order for you to move forward, we need you to realize something. Two of Knives in reverse, which is, we need you to realize something. Somebody doesn't have the power, Ace of Pentacles, to fight you, to win this fight. It's an Aries, Emperor in reverse energy. So they're worried. Five of Coins. They're worried because they truly believed that they would be able to delay you from getting some sort of communication or from moving forward. Eight of Sticks in reverse. So this is a karmic Emperor in reverse energy. He could have prominent Aries placements. Yeah, he truly believed that he could stop you from getting some sort of help, taking action. He can't. Yeah. This is about force. This is about bullying. Yeah, somebody's taking action. They're trying to work with possibly a Cancer, and there's also the matter of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. We're gonna step back into that one. Tell me about this Eight of Sticks in reverse. Ooh, they're trying to delay some sort of ending, delay a breakup. They don't want you collaborating. Parties over 11/11 on the timestamp. Ooh, period. 11/11 on 11/11. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold up. I'm gonna catch that one in motion. So 22 on the timestamp too. So it's like, to balance is being restored, harmony is being had, but it's gonna take like action, stepping into your power. Yeah, somebody ended things, and it's like they didn't want. They're no longer collaborating or so with this Sagittarius energy. These people are in reverse. Somebody doesn't want to collaborate because they don't believe that somebody can't believe somebody don't want to work with them no more. They don't want to deal with the reality that this situation was stagnating them. They're not getting what they want. Nine of Baskets in reverse. So, somebody could have thought they could pay to play. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody could have invested a lot, helped somebody out a lot. So now they're fighting. Seven of Sticks in the upright. Fighting against a group. They're fighting against they don't want to see something for what it is. Somebody's fighting. They're under judgment. Them bones in reverse, Libra. Yeah, somebody's under judgment. They could be fighting a case. And now they're being delayed from taking action because of some sort of family drama. Ten of Baskets in reverse. It could be involving a Father of Knives, a King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So someone knows some sort of information about this. This could be a Libra masculine. Someone could have told someone that they plan wasn't going to work out because there's some sort of toxicity here or abuse that's stopping. Or maybe somebody tried to abuse the system. And now they're being delayed, facing judgment. Ooh, I don't know who that's for. Now, what does this have to do with the collective? So in the past, maybe this could have slowed down your progress, because this situation just wouldn't come to an end. And now you're being allowed to, for sticks in reverse, they were trying to slow you down from ending these, as Scorpio can be significant, because now you're able to build a new life. Now you're able to find some sort of stability here. You're getting justice for whatever this is that is happening. It could be justice about a home. You know, that Jupiter and Cancer energy. Yeah, these lies are being exposed here. In the past 4 to 5 weeks, someone could have ended a partnership to a baskets or a friendship here, and they were not thinking straight. It's like they didn't want to believe that this situation was going to end like this. They not getting this investment. They're not getting this stability, and it is simply because they weren't paying attention, and they getting what they deserve for trying to plan a tower. Somebody was trying to incite a tower on the collective here, and they finna catch hell about it. They are catching hell. Presently, they're catching hell. What about the Father of Sticks? So now someone's like taking these actions because they're upset about you moving on. This could be a fire sign, masculine energy. Someone taking the action because they're hurt because you moved on, and now they've gained some sort of clarity that they weren't loyal. Daughter of Baskets, possibly they weren't loyal to a younger water sign energy, and they're embarrassed. They failed to tell the truth or see the truth. The Six of Sticks in reverse to the Ace of Knives in reverse. Yeah, so now they're being forced to kind of do the right thing. Taurus could be significant here. This Hierophant energy, this higher level, trying to do what's right, but didn't, or they could have thought they were doing what's right, but they weren't. They were not doing what was right. So now you've got a Virgo here, and you've got a Pisces. So I got the Hermit and I got the Hangman in the upright. So like somebody thought they were right, and they were committed to keeping you stuck in this situation. Could involve some sort of goal or work. They were trying to weaken you continuously, very invested in keeping you weak, strength in reverse. This could involve a Leo. They were working with a Leo to keep you weak. And they didn't want this cycle to end. They didn't want this to end. This gossiping, this bullying, Five of Sticks in reverse. So now somebody's being forced to kind of think about what they've done. There's a air sign feminine here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Someone knows something about some sort of abuse or some sort of reckless action. Could involve a younger fire sign. Somebody could have took their knowledge and recklessly did magic or recklessly tried to manifest an outcome here. Gemini could be significant. Maybe they didn't feel like you were protected or worth protecting. Nine of Sticks in reverse. So now that they have walked away, or you've walked away, you could be this mother figure. This person's in disbelief. Taurus, High Priestess in reverse. Because you've been able to recover from this disaster. They can't believe it. They like, damn, this is like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep on going. Yeah. See, in the past, you may have been stuck at a crossroads because you couldn't figure out how to get out of this misfortune, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But it's just because you wouldn't change the strategy up. You wouldn't want to change the plan up when it came to this Father of Baskets. And, change is imminent, though. Something is changing here. I got Capricorn energy, the Devil card, and traditional. Yeah, somebody's trying to change the way this masculine feels. but they haven't been able to change their mind. They feel very unlucky right now because they can't do shit. They can't make a move. They can't do nothing. Somebody is stuck for what they've done. They're stuck, and they mad because you're not stuck with them. Yeah. So now someone's trying to get disciplined. Somebody's trying to figure out what is their next move. Yeah. This could be involving business. Let's see what the guides are talking about. Yeah, it's being exposed. Something could be being exposed about a water sign masculine too. They didn't believe things would change. They didn't believe they would have to endure these. Confirmation burp. That's for somebody. So you got people around you, they think they're more in control of your path than you are. And this particular portal is for you to reclaim your space and your sovereignty. Like, you need to realize that these people don't run shit but they mouth, okay? Like, my daughter, she was watching this cartoon, and this is not to say, but okay, so anyway, I feel like this is a download that somebody needs. So the character in the cartoon was like battling or trying to get past something, and he goes, he gets the advice from the sister that curses aren't real. They are only as real as you make them. And I believe that in terms of cursing and hexes and jinxes, it's almost like, yes, in a sense it is only as gives it it has as much power as you give it. But there is also a theme of shadow work. So if you're doing the necessary shadow work, then you'll realize that you truly do have the power to heal the situation. That's essentially that's the part. That's the healing the generational curse. That's the healing the love. It's like the yea though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death vibes. Like, okay, so what about myself do I need to shift and work through in order to heal this part? So while I do believe, yeah, you can endure a form of generational curse. You can endure like a level of someone trying to, access those triggers within relationships and partnerships, but only as much as you sit in that bullshit. And with this like moon phase, you being encouraged to fight your way up out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Which, yeah, that's what you've been doing. So you need to get inspired here because, maybe in the past you were very hurt, you couldn't heal, but there's a sense of you needing to move on, after you gained this emotional clarity and allowed yourself to heal with this 6 of knives and this 7 of baskets, 6, 7, there's a lot of delusion, there's a lot of disloyalty here, and you may be embarrassed. 11:22 on the timestamp, that's for somebody. You may be embarrassed, this failed. You just weren't, you were overly loyal. You were under the illusion that this person was going to do what was right, or what you were doing is right. If we want to shift the focus, because a lot of times people and situations that we are enduring is due to like projections of ourselves. That they say every person you meet is like a mirror at the end of the day. It's your world. People just living in that shit at the end of the day. And you truly become powerful when you don't allow outside energy to dictate how far you're going and what you're doing. And if you do sit in those generational curses, you do sit in those love workings where people think that they can stop you. You know how you stop a love working? You stop dealing with a motherfucker. You recognize your worth. You step into your higher self. It's really hard to curse a high vibrational person. It's really hard, and a lot of times we skip over the fact like, okay, this is some work that needs to be done. And, what about you resonated with that shit? Now heal it. so you can move forward. And then they attempts to curse you will fall. These people are obsessed right now with seeing you unstable. So what you need to do, I got and I'm going through the back though with the traditional deck. I got the Capricorn. Yeah, they're obsessed with seeing you not be able to build. These are demons, and this is very like demonic energy. These people are obsessed. So you need to make the active like move with this Three of Wands to work with people. Well, you took this action to work with people who wanted to see you fail, and they want you to recognize that in the Sun card, Leo, Judgment. They need you to recognize that you made these decisions. You led with your emotions. They weren't your responsibility. They were your weakness. Ooh. So now you need to put in the work. Because if you don't heal, you don't get to this Queen of Pentacles. You feel unfortunate because you took some sort of action. Maybe you need to take action and do some shadow work. You have multiple opportunities, or they could have betrayed you multiple times. You just didn't want to see it as that. You betrayed yourself. Ooh, that's a hard conversation to have. That is a hard convo to have with oneself, ain't it? So, yeah, take your power back. Yeah, because you giving these people the power to hurt you. You giving them that go ahead. And these ain't nothing but a bunch of gremlins. People, NPCs, motherfucker bored with themselves, bored with their own lives. You the main character in your story. These people don't get to be the main character after today, is what Spirit is saying. They don't get to be the main character anymore. Unless you make them, okay? So let's see what the guide has to say. Yeah, you could have felt like this was a major fail. You were only failing because you was working with people who were keeping you slowed down. I got the Six of Wands in reverse to the Three of Cups in the upright to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they was trying to slow you down, keeping you bound in your mind, keeping you bound. I see the Nine of Swords here, keeping you bound so you wouldn't see what was going on. This is all about control at the end of the day with this Four of Pentacles. They wanted you to be afraid to move forward, and we just trying to get you to see this shit. Knight of Wands in reverse to the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you need to see that if this cycle doesn't close out, these people will continue to work on or work with this Empress in reverse. So you will continue working with this Empress in reverse energy. Aries could be significant. So these lovers, they don't love you back. The lovers in reverse. This is what we're trying to tell you. We want you to lean into this information. Start with this knowledge. Okay? Present. So discipline, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, discipline. Have discipline to stay and fight this injustice. Take the opportunities. Make some new goals. Okay? You might be hurt, but they were trying to hurt you so you would rebuild. This was the plan all along for whoever this King of Swords was. That air sign masculine. He was fighting you because you didn't want to partner with him. Two of Cups. This person, you could have been helping them, giving this person ideas, and they wanted you to keep doing it. They wanted you to keep helping them. Cancer could be significant here. This person's totally immoral. Don't look at them in a high space. Taurus. Yeah, they didn't have no type of morals when it came to manifesting their lives. Gemini. Moral high ground. So you need to free yourself from this stagnation, this burden. These people want to burden you with their responsibilities, their bullshit. And they're not telling you that they're committed to keeping you in this High Priestess in reverse. So they could be committed to a High Priestess in reverse. There's a Virgo and a karmic ass Taurus feminine here. They don't want you to know something Could be a child involved, a fire sign child. Somebody's taking action to cause you some misfortune, to break your heart. This Virgo energy here could have stole or did something deceptive here. King of Pentacles in reverse. But yeah, you still have options though. So this is not something you need to be like focused on, looking back on. You've got options. It's time for you to get out your feelings about that immediately. Because you being upset about this is delaying you. It's keeping you, from not making peace and making wise decisions here. And these people are counting on you, like, existing in this reality. It's sad when people just want to see you hurt. It's just wicked people. So yeah, we need you to wise up, lead with proper wise emotions, and stay grounded and rooted in reality. Things are working out. You will get the opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, it's happening, but you gotta decide that it's happening. Okay. Ooh, that's hard to do, collective. But yeah, you get this opportunity. When this ends, this is over. You've got to decide it's over. Scorpio. Take charge. The Emperor, Aries. Yeah, because somebody doesn't want to recognize a tower. They want to keep this shit hidden. Cancer here. And this is only so you can lose this fight, so you don't get your desires. Maybe your family wants you to lose this fight, but you can escape this betrayal from this Queen of Swords. Stop acting like you don't know what the fuck going on. Release yourself. The Hangman in reverse. Release yourself from the idea that you have to be the one to nurture and take care of all these people. It keeps you upset. It keeps you, they won't give you that same gift. So you need to work on yourself, because these people, they think you weak. These things keep you weak. They're not your responsibility. So make a decision. 3 days. Make a decision, because you don't have anything to build back there. 10 of Pentacles. This obsession, it keeps you believing that this King of Wands and this Queen of Wands, it keeps you it keeps this person in control and stops you from acting. Yeah, you're not getting what you want, or they're not getting what they want. So get out of your head about this. Keep you in your feelings. They lie to you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Near future. Yup, you need to be making a decision to be disciplined, to focus on yourself. Libra. Leo. They don't believe you will make this decision. They don't believe you'll do this. They don't believe you'll lead them out in the cold. So you better, what they say, I can show you better than I can tell you. You'll make progress. Quick progress. As soon as you take control of your life. Don't go back just because they giving you this weak ass offer. Yeah, they want you to stay healing them. Stay pouring into them. You need to pour into yourself. Make peace with the fact that you are who you are, and you should be treated as such. Get some standards about yourself. Yeah. Stop thinking you can change other people, because you can't. Let's see what the Oracle has to say. Confirmation. It's like they telling you what's going on with these people, but they also get it together. They're only as strong as you let them be in your story. You are the author at the end of the day. You can decide at any moment, any time, to say, okay, this is how this script is gonna fucking play out. You shaping your reality is a very big deal today. Believe. What it is what you believe. If you believe you lost, then you'll lose the determination to evolve and change, because it keeps you in this state of not being happy. That's they roll. 11:33 on the timestamp, and I done got chills several times. So I know the guys are talking. They're like, now it's time for you to take your power back, baby. Take your power back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they don't care about tricking you. They don't care. You can't make them give a damn. These is low level ass energies. You focus on making a person give a damn and proving a point. They don't care. They were sent to not give a fuck. Yeah. The blessing is that you don't forget, or the spirit is saying don't forget your blessings. You're protected as you go through this rebirth. Just continue to use your wisdom and end this shit. I know that's right. I got the protect, rebirth, wisdom, and the death card. I know that's right. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Because this bad energy, stop defending this negative ass energy, Scorpio. There's something that you need to deal with. Trying to get you to deal with them or get you to take a deal, but don't do it. Work in reverse. Follow your instincts. Capricorn. Yeah, something is going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed to you that this is a loss. These people hate that. They can't heal. You can't heal if you don't take care of yourself. You focus on your family. This could be a family member. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you to take care of yourself. Like we talked about the other day, staying in a state of survival and not thriving. There's a collaboration that someone's not talking about, but it's a secret is going to come out, and these people are consumed with it. But you are being called to be patient, focus on what you're creating so that you can transform. And because if you don't adapt, or maybe you couldn't adapt in the past, if you don't adapt to your power, you will lose it. Losing inspiration. So they need you to trust them and go after what you want. Hunt, Sagittarius. Somebody's hunting you, possibly a Gemini, maybe a Sagittarius. Removing a mask so they can trap you. This is their intention. But your confidence is not a secret. It's not a mystery. What's done in the dark. Stillness in reverse, Aquarius. Somebody's work is coming out and they're not able to get any rest. There's a lot of chaos going on here because they're afraid that they won't be able to provide. Taurus. Some sort of stream. Somebody is determined to stop you from evolving, and they are not happy because they thought they was so cunning. This could be a Libra or someone you're in a relationship with. And their lack of kindness is because they can't play with you. They haven't grown. This person's still trying to trick you. So stay courageous, stay blessed, and don't forget. Don't forget you blessed. Period. I know that's right. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Day in and day out. Child. Heavy is the head, okay? But get out of your head. It's get out of your thoughts. Get out of reviewing shit. Woo, baby. That's where they thrive. I just heard you keeping these people alive. Maybe you need to have a little fake funeral. Here lies the old me, period. Write a letter. I have a section in my Evolved Hustler ebook that you can write a letter to your old self and write a letter to your new self. That might be an activity y'all need to do today. Because the old you, it's time for the old you to go. That storyline is over, honey. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that's my word, and I'm sticking to it. And again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You never know who we can help. And let me know in the comments what y'all feel about this new wave of sovereignty and change, and get into your journals today. Get into your affirmations as well. Yeah, if you need me, click the link in my bio. I do have available readings, appointments, and we'll be getting some workshops, y'all. I'm working on that. I'm working on these workshops so it can be like self-paced, so y'all can do it, when you have time. For certain pillars, the pillars of root work and conjure, never forget that. But anyway, yeah, y'all, before I get to rambling, I love you, I mean it, and we're gonna chat soon. Okay, bye.